Okay, we have learned the formula of distance from A, x naught, y naught, from line U, x, y plus c is equal to 0. We have learned this. Many of you will remember it, some of you will not remember it, but that is always the case. Okay, that some of you are remembering. Distance is absolute value of ax naught plus by naught plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. Foot of perpendicular x naught, x is equal to x naught minus a times ax0 plus by0 plus c divided by a square plus b square. And what is y? Y is equal to y naught minus b into ax naught plus by naught plus c divided by a square plus b square. If it is reflection, then you just multiply instead of a, suppose x dash reflection. What is the change in formula? Instead of a, you have 2a. Y dash, which is reflection, instead of b, you have 2. That is the way you need to remember. Now, suppose I give you a problem. Wait, I will get good numericals for you. Just hold on. Suppose I give you a circle x square plus y square plus 2x plus 4y minus 15 is equal to 0. And if I give you a line, or I want you to find out find equation of tangents to S passing through. Five comma 0. I want to know how will you go about it. Circle is given, and I think point is also given. Now, hopefully that point must be, just a moment, let me change the point. Unfortunately, if this point goes inside circle, then I don't want that situation to happen. Therefore, nine comma minus 2. Hopefully 9 comma minus 2 should be away from the circle. Okay, anyway, just how will you go about it? I am hoping that this point P is outside, and I want equations of these two lines because there will be two tangents. This is 9 comma minus 2, and the equation of circle is this S. I give you time. Try your level best. Then we learn the theory required for this. Now to solve this problem, basically we know center of this circle, center of the circle is known to us, it is -1 comma -2, and we also know the radius of the circle. Radius is 1 plus 4, that is 5 plus 15, 20, so root 20. Is that right? Root 20 is the radius of the circle. So situation is M is how much distance away from this line? L1 is one tangent and L2 is another tangent. So point M is how much distance away from L20. So if we could find out equation of a line which is passing through 9 comma minus 2, which is 20 unit root 20 units away from -1 comma -2, that is going to be our tangent, and both these lines will happen simultaneously, because if the point is in the exterior, of course we know there must be two tangents. Okay, but we cannot write the equation of this line because we know only one point and we do not know anything about it except this distance. So the starting point is, let M be the slope of L1. Let M be slope of L1. The moment I assume slope M, which I am going to find out, and the moment I get value of M, I get the equations of the circle, right? So if M is the slope, then Mx minus Y is the LHS of the line, and 9 comma minus 2 must satisfy it. This is the equation of line which has slope M, and we want this line to be root 20 distance away from -1 comma -2. So this line should be root 20 distance away from, so I am using this formula now, root 20 distance away from -1 comma -2. So x naught y naught -1 comma -2, and what is in the form of ax plus by plus c. What is ax plus by plus c? Equation looks like mx minus y minus 9m minus 2 is equal to 0. Correct? बरोबर चाललंय? Yes. mx minus y, I put x is equal to 9, I get 9m, I put y is equal to -2, I get 2. So this is the equation of line that I am looking for in terms of m. I take RHS to LHS, I get mx minus y minus 9m minus 2 is equal to 0. So absolute value of m x naught minus 1 minus y naught minus 2 minus 9m minus 2. I am using this formula. I have done numerator. Now divided by radical m square plus 1. A is m, b is -1. A square plus b square is m square plus 1. So this relationship is true, and this is the equation with only one unknown, which is m. So we have to simplify and get value of m. And you want one value of m, but algebra will give you two values of m, because algebra understands geometry well, maybe more than us. So if you have the point outside circle, algebra knows that it should provide you two values of slope, and one is not good enough. We started with m slope of L1, but it will provide you slope of L2 also simultaneously. Now I want you to solve this and get two values of m and report two equations.
सर माझं इंटरनेट
The job given was to simplify and get the values of m, and that is the easiest thing that one can do. Squaring everything, we get 20m square plus 20 is equal to minus 10m square. So 100m square minus 20m square is 80m square is equal to 20. Therefore, m square is equal to 1 by 4. Hence, m is equal to plus or minus half. Therefore, equation of straight line is, if it is plus half, then it is x minus 2y. Put this point, 9 plus 4, 30. If it is minus half, it is x plus 2y. Put this point, 5. As quickly as this. Bola, are there any doubts? Now, simultaneously, can we find out the point of contact? Point of contact here and here. Try to find the points of contact. Yes. Okay. Okay, look at the board. Minus 1 comma minus 2 is the point. Minus 1 comma minus 2 is the point. And suppose I take the first line. Suppose I take the first line, then x is equal to x naught, that is minus 1 minus a. A is how much? 1. Inside bracket, minus 1 comma minus 2 to be put in this makes it minus 1 plus 4 minus 30 divided by 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. Is that right? So minus 1 minus. How much is this? 10 by, this is minus 14, that is inside bracket it is minus 10 by 5. So minus 2, outside minus, plus 2, minus 1. So it is x is equal to 1, y is equal to, put 1 here. If you put 1 here, how much is y? Minus 6. That is first point. Second point, x is equal to minus 1 minus 1 inside bracket, minus 1 plus or minus 1 minus 4 minus 5 divided by 5 is equal to minus 1 minus inside bracket minus 10, correct? Minus, again minus plus 2 is equal to 1. So if x is equal to 1 in second equation, what is y? Y is equal to 2. झालं एवढंच. So I don't know why you are taking time. I mean, now you are taking time to do these calculations and making mistakes and repairing that mistake. Majority of your time is devoted in making mistakes and repairing those mistakes. Okay. So if you do it little slowly in the first place, I think you will get it correct. Let me give you so many problems for practice now on this theme. Same story, numericals are going to be different. Circle, I will give you circle with center at 1, 2, that is center, and radius 5. In every problem you have to use this circle. Sorry. And I will keep changing the point. So my first point P1 is minus 24, 27. So circle with center 1 comma 2 having radius 5. Find equations of tangents. Foot of perpendicular we are not going to find out. Find the equations of passing through P1 tangent to circle. How minimum you are supposed to write and solve this problem. Let me keep the first problem on the screen. Blue ink. Center is at 1 comma 2. Let slope of the line be m. Therefore equation of line is mx minus y is equal to minus 24m minus 27. In ax plus by plus c form, it is mx minus y plus 24m plus 27 बरोबर है is equal to 0. Distance from the point is 5. So maybe directly writing square 25 is equal to, denominator is always going to be m square plus 1 once you take out the radical sign, and in numerator you are supposed to square by putting x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. So if I put x is equal to 1, I get 25m. And if I put y is equal to 2, I get 25m. 25. This is square. So maybe a little bit of simplification here. 125 will get cancelled with this, and therefore m square plus 1 is going to be equal to 25 times 25 inside bracket m plus 1 bracket square. Is that right? Cross check. Here it is 25 common square. So 125 goes, another 25 survives. So which is equal to 25 m square plus 50m plus 25. Okay. And in LHS m square plus 1. That gives you a quadratic equation 24m square plus 50m plus 24 is equal to 0. Now it is a quadratic equation theory to solve it, and if you solve it properly, you will get two values of m. Okay, I mean, if it is properly designed problem, then you will not get unnecessary irrational numbers. So 24 into 24 is the product of the roots, and sum of the roots should be 50, right? So I think you will get those numbers. Are you getting? Something like that, but then finally I know the roots, therefore m1 is equal to minus 4 by 3 and m2 is equal to minus 3 by 4. Okay. Now if you are finding this difficult, then you need to solve hundreds of quadratic equations. But if you know how to solve quadratic equation, maybe 5 quadratic equations with different numbers are good enough. Worst come worst, you will have to write m is equal to minus 50, or maybe you can first reduce it, 12m square or something like that. 12m square plus 25m plus 12 is equal to 0. So 144 is 16 into 9. So 12m square plus 16m plus 9m plus 12 is equal to 0. Therefore, 4m minus 3 or plus 3, 3m plus 4 is equal to 0. That gives you m1 is equal to this and m2 is equal to this. and you get two tangents. Once you have slopes, you can use slope point form. Y minus y1 is equal to minus 4 by 3 x minus x1. This is one line L1. Y minus 27 is equal to minus 3 by 4 x plus 24. This is my L2. You wanted two lines, you got two lines. Point was far away from the center of the circle, definitely much more than the radius. Two distinct tangents. Ray, is this clear to everyone? So the next problem, exactly same story, only point is different. Let P2 be minus 3 comma 5. Now do calculations quickly. Okay, when it comes to P2 and when you try to get quadratic equation in M, it does not allow you to get M1 and M2. If your calculations are correct, you will get quadratic equation 9m square minus 24m plus 16 is equal to 0. First check whether you have got this correct or not. If you have got this, then it will give you the algebra, the quadratic equation. Algebra will tell you, you wanted two slopes, but I can provide you only one. And it will say m is equal to 4 by 3. Algebra is wiser than us, as I said. Algebra is talking to you, and you must listen to algebra. You must understand what algebra is saying. You wanted two, algebra is giving you one. आंधळा मागतो एक डोळा देव देतो दोन डोळे असं मराठीत म्हण आहे. पण इथे you wanted two and algebra is giving you one. So maybe we are wrong and algebra is right. Algebra says I cannot provide you two distinct values of slope. I can provide you only one, and maybe you can say that it is two times same value. Oh, okay. So we are supposed to be good in geometry. Let us see, is there a situation like this in geometry where we have two tangents but they look alike? Yes. If the point is on the circle, you don't end up. If the point is away from the circle, you end up getting two tangents. If it is further away, still you end up getting two tangents. If it is still further away, you end up getting two more tangents. Now, if you observe that the point of contact, as the point goes away, the point of contact also goes away. The distance between them keeps on increasing. And then in limiting case, what is the largest distance that these 2 points can have is diametrically opposite. And of course, yes, those two can also be tangents. But at that time, the point of intersection is going to go far away. So it is perfectly all right, whatever we are thinking. If the point is taken away from the circle, the angle between them reduces. Angle between the tangents every time you go away becomes smaller and smaller. So if you really go far away from the circle, the angle should become 0, and two parallel lines have angle between them equal to 0. So that is correct. Other side of the story is, if you start bringing this point near, the length of the chord becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. And in limiting case, if you take the point so close that there is no distance between point, then both these tangents would become coincident, and that is what this case is. Therefore, you can cross check point P2 must be lying on this circle. P2 is 5 distance away from center, I think so. 5 minus 2 is 3, that is 9. Minus 3 minus 1 is 4, that is 16. 25 root 25 is 5. So it is good. Algebra is correct. Maybe we were wrong. Let us see what point number 3 tries to teach us. P3. Minus 4 comma 2. Circle is the same. Center 1 comma 2. Radius 5. Point P3 is minus 4 comma 2. Find the equations of tangents.